Welcome, Grizzlies, to the 2021 school year at Granite Bay High School. We'll be presenting our admin talks covering some school rules and expectations during dynamic online learning and beyond. To introduce our school administration, I'd first like to mention our principal, Mrs. Layton, or Mama Bear, as some like to call her. Each of your grades are assigned an assistant principal to oversee and help you through your time here. I'm Mr. Sloan, covering the junior class. Throughout this video, you will hear from Mrs. Stanley, Mr. Griven, and Miss Bushman. Starting Thursday, our regular bell schedule begins. Each class will last for 60 minutes with 15-minute breaks to get ready for your next class. Lunch will be 60 minutes long, and we have teacher support Tuesday through Friday after your fourth period.
To provide clear expectations and guidelines for all students during our dynamic online learning session, we have compiled a collection of Grizzly expectations for dynamic online learning. Granite Bay High School is a positive learning community of high expectations that prepares all students for post-secondary success. With that in mind, every action will be viewed through the lens of personal responsibility, respect, integrity, dignity, and engagement. In other words, pride. The P in pride stands for personal responsibility. Have your device fully charged or plugged in. Double check your internet connection before class starts. Keep your video screen on throughout the class session. If for any reason you cannot keep your video screen on during the session, make sure to contact your teacher to get additional information. Keep yourself muted until it is time for you to talk and participate. Try to find a quiet place to do your work. Make productive use of the times offered by your teachers for class check-ins or class discussions. Next, respect. Arrive a few minutes earlier than the start time. Behave appropriately as if you are in class at Granite Bay High School. Remember, all other Grizzly expectations still apply. Wear appropriate clothing. While you may be at home, you are still in school while engaging with your teachers and peers. If you need to use the restroom while in class, do so without your device. Chats are public record and can be kept. Teachers will let you know if the session is being recorded so that students can access the information later. Next, integrity. Remember, everyone is watching. Please make sure the background in your Zoom meetings is minimally distracting to others, and use an appropriate virtual background if necessary. Only your legal first and last name are to be used during class Zoom sessions. If you are currently in the process of a name change, or if you go by another name, please contact your teacher. Remember to do your own work. Next, dignity. Treat your peers and your teacher with dignity and respect in and out of the classroom. Listen to each other's points of view, recognizing that there may be disagreement. Keep discussion and comments on the topic and off the people who present an alternative perspective. Do not use inflammatory or offensive language, sarcasm, or raised voices. Granite Bay High School is a safe place where all students are welcome. Biased, hurtful, or inflammatory words and actions are unacceptable. And finally, engagement. Attendance is important for your learning. Log in and attend all scheduled class meetings. Inform your teacher if you will be absent. Make up assigned work when you miss a class. Focus on your learning during the class session. Stay off your cell phone during virtual class time, just as you would during class on campus. Be your best self while interacting virtually. Minimize fidgeting with your hair, clothing, or items around you. Remember, eating is a distraction. Please have snacks and meals before or after a class session. And finally, communicate with your teachers and complete assignments as given. Again, if anything happens with your technology, or if you have any other concerns with any of the expectations we've discussed, please contact your instructor for additional information.
For those of you familiar with Grizz Time, Hub Support is very similar with a few minor differences. Hub Support is a time where you can meet with your teachers via Zoom and you can ask them questions on a homework assignment or on topics that you may have covered in class. Additionally, this time may be used to retake assessments, quizzes, or anything that you may have missed at your teacher's discretion. Also, you may make appointments with wellness center, with your counselor, or with the school nurse. So use this time wisely and think of it as a time for you to get what you need. Again, Hub support is offered 4 days a week from Tuesday to Friday at 1:45, and it ends at 2:45. So you have 4 hours each week to get the additional help that you need. Make sure to check in with your teachers for how to access them during this time and to make the best use of it.
Hi there, this is Miss Bushman. I oversee seniors. I want to talk a little bit about bullying and harassment. So, on our website, we do have a tab that you can report anything anonymously. If you hear students harassing others or any bullying, please let us know. We do also encourage you to talk to a trusted adult. Your teachers are very good listeners. They can give us some background as well if it's going on in the classroom setting or even outside. But again, if you don't feel comfortable doing any of that and you want it to be anonymous, go to our website and you can find this button to report. I did want to go over a little bit about sexual harassment. So, the legal definition is anything that is unwelcome sexual behavior that happens bad enough or happens often enough to make you feel uncomfortable, scared, or confused and interferes with your ability to function normally in everyday life. We are definitely looking at this in the context lens of the classroom environment as well. Although, if you're being harassed, it does not have to happen in that classroom environment. So, they changed the law a few years ago where if students are being harassed both on and off campus or during school hours or off school hours, we do have the ability and are needed to open a full investigation to find out what's going on because we know sometimes that things happen outside of school and we want to make sure that all of our students feel safe in the classroom environment, in the virtual classroom environment, because you're going to have interactions there. So, all of these things on this slide are could be indicators of something that makes someone or yourself feel uncomfortable. Verbal comments. Okay, so these are the ones that we see the most often. It is inappropriate to make comments about others' body, gender expression, orientation, spreading rumors, making sexual remarks or innuendos, facial expressions, dirty jokes. All of these things are not acceptable in interactions with other students. So please be aware, that what you say can affect another individual. And if you feel like this is happening to you, please report it to us and then we can help. We want you to feel safe. So again, this is Title IX. So Title IX, we are required now to make sure that we have educated all of our students and staff about what sexual harassment is and also have our policies in place to help step in if this happens to occur. And again, this can be on or off campus. Obviously, everyone's in distance right now, but it could be in the virtual learning environment, but it could also extend beyond the school context because we need to make sure all students feel safe and that their learning is not impacted by things that are going on outside of school as well. So please let us know. All of your admins are available to talk to, your counselors, trusted adult on campus, your teachers, parents. All of these people are good people to let them know what is going on because if we don't know it, we don't know how to help it stop. So, again, this is a good slide. Tell a trusted adult on campus. Again, that extends to the virtual environment. Even if you had a teacher last year that you really connected with, you could tell them, tell your parents. You can use the anonymous feature on our website if you don't feel comfortable. But again, if it's something's anonymous, sometimes it's hard to make sure that we're contacting the right individuals. So you can report sexual harassment that you experience directly, or that you witness, if you're being harassed by a student or staff member. All those things are things that we want to know about it so that we can help you and everyone else feel safe while on campus. Okay, and then here's just a slide kind of going through what we would do. So once we get a report, either from a trusted adult or the anonymous website, or even a friend, if you're a friend reporting a concern, we would open an investigation. We would interview the various individuals, and then we would figure out what's going on and figure out how we can move forward and what consequences might be given in order for all students to feel safe.
What's up, Grizzlies? My name is Tyler Zavala, also known as your ASB president for the 2020 through 2021 school year. I just wanted to take this time during our assembly to talk about our school theme this year and why we should be implementing it into our daily lives and thinking about it as a whole throughout the school year. So the reason why we just decided to choose this theme is to overall unite our students and staff together during this time of distance learning and just being far apart. And although we can't be with each other together like normal, we can still collectively use our minds together to create positive change. So with this theme, I just wanted to make everybody know that we are all individual and unique people. Not one of us is the same, and none of us can be replicated to another person, because that's impossible. But along with that comes, the ability for us to have our own individual skills and have the ability to be our own person. So when we do apply those individual skills to being able to work with others, we can, create so much more change. And I wanted to introduce our theme to you guys finally, and it is strength and unity. So with this theme, although we're not going to be able to be together collectively, if we apply our individual skills to working with each other, we can create change. And I think that's something that's going to stay true to what we're living with in our current situation, but also be able to help us in the future. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys later.
When we take a look at our theme and compare it to moments in history where positive change occurs, we can see that our theme, Strength and Unity, proves the fact that we're stronger together, and that nobody can get things done by themselves without the help and support of others. People who demonstrate this theme, along with their movements, include Martin Luther King, Malala Yousafzai, and Harvey Milk. So now that I've had an opportunity to be able to tell everyone about our amazing school theme this year, I wanted to give some of our very own Grizzlies a chance to speak about a moment that they've impacted the culture at Granite Bay High School by working together with others.
I'm inspired to make change here because I know that for me personally, acclimating to high school is really difficult, so I want to try and alleviate some of that discomfort for other students. I became one of the leaders of the GSA so that I could help other students like me feel safer here on campus and give them a space.
Working together with a group of people has made me a better person because it helps me understand the feelings of others. Playing football has made me a better person because in order to be successful, you have to work well with your teammates and coaches. Being on any kind of group or team will make you a better person because it forces you to do things that you might not want to do, but you have to in order to work well with your peers and reach your goals.
Hi, my name is Denali, and I think that working with others is an amazing way to find the best solutions to the toughest problems. When working with a diverse group of people with different knowledge and experiences, each person brings something unique to the table. This is especially important at school because it creates a positive environment where every student's voice can be heard.
Working with others can create a positive impact because not only does it create a better atmosphere of which you are working in, maybe a classroom or somewhere else, but it also leads to better bonds between you and whoever you are working with. Not only that, but it leads to a better overall result because it is better to have a group of people working towards one goal than just one person working towards that one goal.
Hi, I'm Annabelle Kearns, and I believe working with others makes an impact because developing relationships with other people allows you to develop empathy for them. With empathy comes an understanding for their lives, and I think strength and unity lies within those deep connections.